Welcome back to Modern Warfare 2. In this one, I want to talk to you about Warzone 2.0. And before we jump into it, I want you to understand this is opinion based. So this is what I think of the game mode based on my experiences with it. And overall, I just think that Modern Warfare 2's Warzone 2.0 sucks. I've sat there, I've been playing for a little while now. I've played some solos, I've played some quads. And it just doesn't feel great for a Warzone. Warzone 1 was a lot of fun. There's a lot of contracts and stuff going on in matches. There were good locations and stuff. It just, I don't know. It just felt good to play the original Warzone. I didn't play it too often in the end. There were a lot of hackers. There was far too many metas to keep up with and all that sort of stuff. But in Warzone 2, and I know it might get better over time, but this is initial launch sort of impressions. I jumped into a match, solos, and I managed to get a couple of kills. I dropped quite far away from the plane. That's what I typically do when I play these games. And picked up a couple of kills. Then someone was absolutely spray and pray with an LMG. I managed to get a hit marker on them, take all their armor and get them down to low health with a sniper shot. But they got the better of me and killed me. But it was just, I don't know, like the moment you leave the plane, the whole map just looks so dead. And excuse my groggy throat, I'm still recovering. I've just about managed to find the energy to record these videos. But it feels so washed out, bland, it looks horrible, and then you land, and it just gets even worse. I don't know what it is about Warzone 2, but it just feels like a shittier version of Warzone 1. If you take a look at the map, there are so many areas which are just maps from previous Call of Duty titles. It feels as though there's nothing in this game that's actually original. And sometimes that's a plus, but when it comes to Warzone, it's a huge thing within the community. Loads and loads of players just absolutely flood to it. They even shut down the old Warzone servers for 12 days to try and get as many people over to Warzone 2 as they could. Then they have the issue with Warzone where it's telling people they can't play unless they buy Modern Warfare 2. That is a bug. I don't know how long it's going to take them to fix it. It took them over 24 hours to sort out the social menu so that you could actually play with your friends. And not only that, it's a really confusing menu. You go to the menu of Modern Warfare 2, you click on Battle Royale, it just says quads. Then you have to back out of that menu in order to access the other game modes. And personally, I don't like assimilation. Basically, you can put up the emote wheel and request to join another squad. And then I also don't like the fact that you get the jailer in the gulag. It's a 2v2 situation in the gulag. Then after time, this jailer comes in and you can team up with the other team to all work together, take out this jailer. Then all four of you get released. Assimilation and the jailer are the most stupid things I've ever heard of. It's a battle royale. It's a fucking last man standing. Why are you teaming up with other players to win? They are your opponents when the match starts. Why are you all of a sudden... Like, if I'm on my own and there's a team of 3 in a game of quads and I request to join, they then go and carry me to victory, that's a participation fucking trophy. When you're playing Last Man Standing Battle Royale, your goal is to kill every other enemy. Why are you then going to team up with random players? They never started in your squad. The backpack system's dodgy for a Warzone title, for a Battle Royale. It feels as though they only put that into the game so that DMZ had less to code, or something like that. I don't know, it just feels half-assed from every aspect. I really didn't enjoy it. I jumped into quads, and it's the same thing, just amplified by 4, from playing solos. You've just got other teammates that you can rely on, and they can rely on you. But the thing is with this, another thing I've noticed, is people just don't really actually give a shit, or at least the people I've been partnered with, because I go into a game, and as soon as someone goes down, that's it, they dip straight away. Some people don't even attempt the gulag, they just drop out of the match altogether. And that's quite frustrating if you're in quads and you're left with 2 of you against full-on teams of 4. Well, what if you got the cash halfway through to buy your teammates back? And they've just left the game because they can't be asked. Because they're not involved in the action. If you want something where you don't have to wait for a possible respawn, go and fucking play 6v6. The reason I don't sit there and play Search and Destroy is because I'm not a big fan of that feature. But if I'm going to jump into Search and Destroy, or I'm going to jump into Warzone, I'm going to accept the fact that I might be spectating for 10 minutes, waiting for my teammates to buy me in, or just sitting there waiting 10 minutes for them to eventually die. That's how this game mode works. And ever since Warzone released, the amount of players concurrently on the game, at least on Steam, has quadrupled. It was averaging around 120,000 players per day for the majority of November. Then Warzone 2 drops and they're up to like 430,000 concurrent players in a 24-hour window. There are so many people playing this, and I don't understand why. You look around the map, and what have they built? They've basically just got this open sort of sandbox and just filled it with old maps from different Call of Duty titles. You've got Dome in there from, what is it, MW3? You've got Terminal, you've got High Rise, you've got Quarry. It's a kick in the teeth to the community because we've been asking for them maps in traditional 6v6 multiplayer and we don't get them ones. But oh no, because they know how much the community want them, they're going to chuck them all into fucking Warzone to get everyone over there so they go and abuse the store. That's exactly what's happened with this. But I know a lot of you sit there, and I mean those people that do complain probably won't make it this far into a video. But I know a lot of people don't like negativity all the time. And that's why I'm done with that portion of the video. I've said my part on Warzone 2. If I can get a team together, I'll probably jump back on and play some more, just to give it a bit more of an experience and see if it's better not playing on my own or with random players. And then maybe there might be another video or something like that. I'm not entirely sure yet. But jumping into some positive stuff for once, third person battle royale, I think it fucking slaps. I think it's really, really good fun. I don't know what it is and how a simple perspective change can make that much of a difference. But I went in there, a couple of other teammates, it actually felt as though they were trying to play the objective properly, trying to be the last team standing. And it felt a lot more, I'm going to say it felt more milsim. It actually felt like, with that perspective of third person, I don't know if this is because of my history with things like Division 2. I used to love, Ghost Recon Future Soldier back in the day. I don't know if it's because I love like third person stuff, but it felt really tactical. You loot up and then you're actually crouching around corners and you're peeking corners and stuff to see if there's enemies and everything. I mean, granted, at the end, I had my arse handed to me. I crept around the corner of this building. I saw 3 people on the hill, and I knew from that moment it was game over. There was 1 in the building above me, 3 over the road from me. I had no escape. But I personally think third-person BR, third-person Warzone, is a lot of fun. If you're not enjoying the traditional first-person Warzone, if you're having lag and shit happening in multiplayer, if you're done with the campaign and you want something else to try, I honestly do recommend for people to play the third person and try it. If you play it a little bit more tactical, you take your time with it, you're looking around your corners and stuff, I think it's actually really, really good. It's a very enjoyable experience. And I am more than happy to sit there and play a lot more third person. I just don't know what it is about the map and everything. It feels off, as though it was rushed to get it released. I feel that it wasn't actually ready, and it wouldn't have been ready for a good 6 months to a year, but they just chucked it together as quick as they could because they knew it's their moneymaker. But as I said at the start of the video, is this all personal opinion? And what I'd like you guys to do is let me know in the comments what you think of Warzone 2. Are you enjoying it? Are you not? Have you tried third person? All that sort of stuff. Let me know all of that below. And we are going to leave that video there. So check out this video if you want to see other Modern Warfare 2 content on the channel. I will see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.